Chapter 2 The Baseball Team. Jimmy ran into his room and closed the door. He leaned back against the door, ready to make his second wish, when he noticed his baseball glove lying on the floor beside the dresser. He picked it up, held it to his chest, closed his eyes, and said, I wish I was a good enough baseball player to be on the school team. I wish I was a good enough baseball player to be on the school team. I wish I was a good enough baseball player to be on the school team. Then he opened his eyes. Just then his dad knocked on the door. Are you ready to go, buddy? Yeah, Dad, I'm ready. Jimmy looked around for his hat and ball. Then he realized he still had his jacket on, so he took it off and threw it on his messy bed. His dad was standing at the front door wearing a Boston Red Sox shirt and holding his baseball glove. When Jimmy's father was younger, he lived in Boston, but then his parents moved to Denver when he was in high school. Jimmy's dad said that once you were a Red Sox fan, you would always be a Red Sox fan, no matter what. All right, superstar, let's head to the park. As they walked, Jimmy noticed his dad was whistling. It made Jimmy happy to see his dad this way. Wow, he thought again, my dad is a hero. It's so cool. Too bad they don't have career day in my new grade, because if they did, I'll bring my dad and share his story. Then he thought, I could show Robert that his dad isn't such a big deal. After all, my dad is a hero. The only thing better than that would be if his dad was a superhero. And then they arrived at the park. There was no sign of Jennifer. Thank God, Jimmy thought to himself. He'd had a huge crush on her since second grade. But no one knew except for Mason and Jimmy's dad. Balloons and a jumpy house were in the spot. Where they normally played catch, so they went over between the baseball field and the basketball courts and threw the ball there. It was a busy day at the park. School hadn't yet begun, and people were still enjoying their summer vacation. They had been playing for a while when Jimmy heard, "Heads up!" There was a baseball flying over Jimmy's head, and Jimmy reached up his glove and caught it. Hey, good catch, said a kid as he came running over. I should have gotten that, but we needed a heavy hitter back there. The kid motioned to the baseball field. He was a lot taller than Jimmy and most likely a high school. Oh, here you go, Jimmy said. Thanks, said the kid. My name is Cullo Hammond. I go to South High. Are you in high school? Oh, no, said Jimmy, thrilled that the guy thought that he was that old. I'm just in middle school. I go to Bunker just down the street. Oh, great, said Cullo. I'm assisting the baseball coach over at Bunker this year. Do you know Mr. Starling? Yeah, Jimmy said. I have seen him around. Jimmy thought Mr. Starling looked like the guy in the Irish Spring commercials. He was really muscular and tan and wore tank tops for all of the school events, and he had a big silver whistle around his neck on a red string. He seemed like a nice guy, but Jimmy didn't know him that well. So you must be on the baseball team there. No, I'm not on the team, Jimmy said, looking down and kicking the door. Why not? I don't know, I don't think I'm good enough to be on the team. Hey, with a catch like that, you're crazy not to try out. Jimmy smiled. Well, what are you doing tomorrow? Nothing. Come to Bunker at 9 a.m. We have tryouts, and I need some good outfielders on the team. Are you serious? Jimmy asked, still in disbelief that anyone would want him to try out for the school team. Yeah, sure, you have great potential, kid. You just need a little bit of confidence, and I can help you with that. Jimmy was silent, and Cullo could tell Jimmy was hesitant to meet him tomorrow. So he said, I'll be expecting you there, okay? Don't make me come searching for you. Cullo smiled and so did Jimmy. Okay, I'll come. Great, what's your name? Jimmy Townsend. Townsend, are you related to that guy who saved Max's store yesterday? Yes, Jimmy said, surprised that Color knew about that. But of course he thought it was in the newspaper. That's my dad, Jimmy said, motioning over to his dad. Bill waved and Color did the same. Wow, said Color, that's really cool. Your dad is the local hero. Yeah, I know, said Jimmy. It's pretty cool. All right, Jimmy Townsend. I have to get back to my game, said Color. But I'll see you tomorrow at 9 by the gym. Yep, see you tomorrow. Color ran to the baseball field, and Jimmy watched him go. Bill walked over to Jimmy and said, Who is that guy? His name is Color Hammond. He goes to South High. He wants me to try out for the baseball team tomorrow at 9 a.m. at Bunkle. I guess he's an assistant coach to Mr. Stalin. Really, Jimmy? Said his dad with great excitement. Yeah, he liked my catch, but I don't know. I mean, you have to be really good to be on the school team. Well, said Bill, he must think you are good enough or he wouldn't have asked you. I guess, said Jimmy, staring back at the field where Color was playing. They played catch for a bit longer and went home. As they walked up to their apartment building, they saw Angie. Hey, look at you two. Were you at the park or something? Yes, said Bill. We played catch there, and Jimmy here got asked to try out for the baseball team at Bunkle. Is that right? Asked Angie. Well, that's just wonderful, Jimmy. Yes, but I have to try out first. And I just don't know, Jimmy said. I don't think I'm that good. Well, said Angie, I know how you feel. When I first got the idea to open my shop, I didn't think anyone would buy my donuts, and your dad said, you'll have to try. What have you got to lose? So I guess you'll never know if you're good enough to make the team if you don't try out. Jimmy was silent. Well, just imagine if I didn't give my shop a try. You wouldn't be able to eat those delicious donuts of mine with the sprinkles or the yummy donut holes. Angie laughed and gave Jimmy a playful nudge with her elbow. Jimmy smiled. Okay, I get it. I'll try out tomorrow. Good, said Angie. And when you are done, come to my shop and buy a bag of donuts, okay? Okay, said Jimmy. He couldn't resist her donut holes. Jimmy walked into the apartment and went straight into his room. He tossed his glove on the floor and flopped himself on the bed. Ugh, he said out loud. I'm gonna look like a fool at tryouts tomorrow. Why did I ever say I would be there? Jimmy looked over at his mom's picture and smiled. Thanks for watching over us, Mom, wherever you are. Then Jimmy pressed himself off his bed and realized he was laying on his new jacket. He grabbed his jacket and walked over to the closet to hang it up, but just then he made a sudden stop. I wish I could be a good enough baseball player to be on the team at school. Jimmy said softly as he remembered the wish he had made before he left to go to the park. Jimmy looked into the mirror that was on the inside of his closet door. What the heck, Jimmy said. Am I really making wishes that are coming true? No, he said, shaking his head. It's just a coincidence. That's all, like I'm really gonna make the team. Jimmy had wanted to be on the team for so long. He would sometimes picture himself on the pitcher's mound, throwing the winning pitch that struck out the batter. The team would lift him in the air, and the crowd and his teammates would cheer for him. Jimmy thought about that now and let out a disappointed sigh. He didn't think there was any way he could make it on the team. After all, the other guys that had been playing baseball since fourth grade. How can I compete with guys like that? Jimmy thought to himself. Hey, Jimmy, shouted his dad from the kitchen. Angie invited us over for BBQ. Want to go? Sure, Jimmy said, and he grabbed his jacket, looked at it, and thought maybe this is a magical jacket. Angie's apartment was always fun. She had a parrot named Tasha that would sing, "Who let the dogs out?" Before Jimmy knew that Angie had a parrot, he would hear that song being sung from the inside Angie's home and always wondered who was singing. Angie also had a little dog named Angie's also had a little dog named Cody. When the dog would get too close to Tasha's cage, the parrot would back up on its porch and say, "Nice doggy, be nice to the nice boardie."